Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new record breaker David Silva card to review today. So I'm sorry that I didn't do this review yesterday. He was extinct yesterday, so I couldn't buy the card at all because you guys know people are sniping like crazy. But we are going to review the card today. We're taking a look at a card that is 5'8" with high medium work rates, left-footed, 4-star skill moves with a 2-star weak foot. So obviously a 2-star weak foot is a little bit disappointing. It's always nice for them to be at a minimum of 3-star nowadays, especially with the way that finishing kind of works, but it's not necessarily a huge deal. In regards to player traits in game, he does have the finesse shot trait, which is actually incredibly helpful. So with a card like this, if you want to use him for fun in the center mid position or the cam position, he's definitely going to be incredibly usable. And that finesse shot trait, hopefully with good shot power, 81 shot power. A little bit of a letdown for the finesse shot trait, but it's still okay because if you give him the hunter, he's definitely really nice. His base card stats for pace is at 87 for acceleration, 78 for sprint speed. So I think you have to increase the pace as much as possible, obviously, because his base card stats for dribbling actually looks kind of nice. So increasing the acceleration more than it already is, I think is going to be the most ideal thing to do for a card like this. And giving him that extra sprint speed in the attacking areas is obviously going to be helpful as well. I don't see this card really getting in behind people that often on the counter attack or anything like that. It's more like when you're just building up the play normally, where I see him actually utilizing that space a little bit more, right? Shooting stats on the card, he's got 81 finishing, 81 shot power with 92 volleys. He actually has 92 volleys, pretty good. But he also has 96 attacking positioning. So increasing the pace as much as possible, as well as the attacking positioning to essentially be perfect with high medium work rates, hopefully works out really well for a card like this in game, right? 96 composure on the card is a huge plus for him for base card stats, but also the fact that he has very, very good base passing stats is very nice as well. His dribbling, what does body type in game? I want to see if Footman's accurate with this one. So he has an average body type. We'll see if it actually is in game because they were a little bit off with the Cesc Fabregas one, I think. But the dribbling in game for David Silva's card, the only thing that could influence the card a little bit is agility with the body type, right? But we'll see if that actually affects the card that much. And then he obviously has 84 stamina, which works out great for the card as well. So with David Silva, there's obviously the realism factor with him where you can actually use him as a center mid in this game now because of the way that center mids kind of work. So there's two different ways I see this card being used, right? So it's going to be the 4-3-1-2 as normal, but we're going to have, let's see who we have in the team right now. Okay, so we got Rodrigo in the team. We'll switch him with Matuidi, and then we'll have, let me just go over here, Dembele to Rodrigo, David Silva playing through the middle. Ronaldo Sanchez on the right, Molet on the left. We'll have this on stay back while attacking for Ronaldo because he's going to push anyways. It really doesn't matter. And we're just going to have come back on defense for David Silva while the two strikers drift wide and get him behind for the 4-3-3. And then for the 4-3-3, for the 4-3-1-2, and then for the 4-3-3, I want to have Molet and David Silva. Actually, I think this would work out like this. Boom, Molet. We switch Molet with... I'll switch Molet into the switching in this game. It's so weird that you can't just go to the left side. There you go. Molet playing through the middle, Rodrigo off to the right, and then David Silva playing the center mid position in the 4-3-3. Cool. So we'll try him out on both formations. We'll see if he moves across the pitch nicely. And yeah, let's go from there. This guy got Michael Essien. A lot of people actually did the baby icon SBC, surprisingly. But, well, not surprisingly. It makes sense. People are addicted to these packs. But he's going to be using a Liga Santander team. Probably going to play like that, actually. We'll see. Alright, so because it's David Silva, I want to try him out in the center mid position first, because that's his natural position. Let's see how he plays there. Yeah, body type, it looks leanish in game. Yeah, it looks like leanish. It's not. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem, to be honest with you guys.
Well, the threat was very real. Marvelous defending.
Oh, great first time pass to open up the space. We'll go from there. Base card stats for passing is always really nice when it's like high because you get into positions like this where Molet makes that run. We'll do a nice little skill move. Go for the finesse shot here. Nice little goal. We could see in that situation right there that David Silva's attacking AI was actually really good, because when I did that skill move, David Silva actually positioned himself in a way where if I made that pass to him, it would have actually been a consistent goal, because he positioned himself great to get that specific opportunity right there. I could have just made that one pass and he would have been great.
Useful looking position, you've got to say.
Attacking AI was crazy right there as well. Do a skill move right here. Gotta wait for that top part to open up right here. First time, fake shot. Nice little quick dribble. See what he does here. Okay, so he actually does cut on the inside there, which is fantastic. Do first time pass. He's definitely going to be incredibly usable in that center mid position. He feels really fun so far. FIFA has its problems this year, but at least center mids actually feel like center mids when you actually upgrade them, you know what I mean? First time power strike, nice. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I will give them that this year. Like, obviously for competitive meta, it's not ideal to use these guys, but if they format these game modes better, these cards would be so freaking cool to use, man. Like, he's really fun in that center mid position so far. First time pass. Cross. Oh, Molet! There's no way you missed that, my dude. There's no shot. A really nice cross with David Silva, though. Finesse shot with Rodrigo's left foot. I figured it wasn't going to be great. Yeah, so far his attacking AI is actually fantastic for that center mid spot, boys. I do like it a lot. Oh, look at that. Holds his line really nicely. First time. Skill move. Flick. Oh, I tried to get that first time flick, but the guy was putting some pressure there. Ooh, moves to the bottom, but responds well to where my player is actually moving into, which is great. Starts to utilize the striker position. Awesome. We'll make this space right here on the side. Fake shot stop. Really good aggressive run. Nice. Acceleration touch. Shot across goal. Beautiful stuff. It's nice, man. It's good that EA upgrades the cards like this, like David Silva, because when you give him that specific chemistry style, it just makes them incredibly usable. Like I said, guys, this game from a non-meta perspective is pretty decent. It's just the meta perspective, once you go to the top, just not great, because people just kind of like park the bus and go for counterattack through balls constantly. But you could see that a player like David Silva playing that center mid position, because of the boost that he's been given, super, super usable, man.
Well, sometimes a player is simply a natural talent. Ousmane Dembele falls in that category. Lee, it has to be...
Oh, man. I like his positioning, man. Yeah, he actually... It's an this is probably like the first year where David Silva's card actually feels more than just usable. Like, he just feels really, really sick to use in game, for sure. I'm surprised my gameplay is playable right now. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's really, really shocking to me. You know how you can tell my gameplay is decent? Because the way that Molet took that shot with actual power behind it and it wasn't like a lofted ball, you could... Stuff like that, it's very noticeable. There it is. Really well-weighted pass. He's going to make that run right there. We'll go for a first-time chip. Ooh, with his right foot, too. I didn't put enough power into that one. That one was a little bit dangerous. Little bit dangerous on that one, but this card's fun, man. In the center mid position, cam position dudes, he's definitely pretty cool, man. I do notice the body type affecting his card a little bit because of the agility stat that he has, but that's like me really reaching, you know, because he definitely feels cool to use for sure. Attacking AI here. Nice. Oh my goodness. Look how fast my gameplay is right now. It definitely influences the performance that you have when you're playing this game, right? It's so massive. But you could see finesse shot, man, right there. Beautiful stuff. He's a really fun card, dudes. I'm telling you this right now. He's pretty cheap if you want to just mess around and just have some fun with like different cards, you know? He's pretty cool. All right, guys. So, final verdict on the David Silva card. I personally believe, because of the way that the game mechanics work this year, with how center mids work this year, like, yes, he doesn't have a defensive presence being a center mid, but because the 4-3-3 is actually an effective formation to use, not necessarily for meta, it's definitely not a great meta formation, but it's a very good, realistic formation to use in the game where you can use cards like this David Silva card there, cam position, whatever. He's awesome, man. I personally believe with how the game mechanics work, this is the first year where an upgraded version of this card is actually noticeably fun in game, right? Like this David Silva is probably the first usable card I've experienced. He used to have this one card before. It was like this purple and blue card. I forgot which one it was. It might have been like a record breaker or end of an era, something like that, right? And even that card, I was like, yeah, he's pretty cool to use, but like he didn't really feel that crazy because the game mechanics that year didn't really fit for an upgrade of a card like this to work in that game, if that makes any sense, right? So because the center mid position nowadays, you're open to so many different options, a Renato Sanchez type player, a David Silva type player, an Anderson Talisca type player. He's going to be a ton of fun to use. Even in the cam position, you guys can see that the way that he was moving across the pitch was great. And obviously that finesse shot trait with the power that he has behind the strikes, really, really nice. The biggest thing that's really noticeable with this card, by the way, is that base attacking positioning. The 96 attacking positioning with the high medium work rates, super, super noticeable. And the fact that he has 84 stamina too, super fun card. Again, guys, these guys are not full meta cards, but man, did this card move in game, man. I wish EA set up this game differently, man, because having a first owner version of this card would be so dope. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.